Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Good News Show. I am your host, Holly O'Brien. If you haven't come across me before and this is your first time seeing me, please say hello. Make sure you follow me and make sure you type "I'm new" in the comments. I'm excited to talk to you guys today. Let me just make sure I am definitely live on Facebook. If you are commenting and you don't hear anything from me, no worries. I will get back to you and make sure I answer any of your guys' questions. But I'm excited because I have a really amazing story to share with you guys. Our winner of the week is Miranda Higginbotham. She sent me this story and I read it and I just cried because I'm like, oh my gosh, one person can actually make such a huge difference in your life, and it could be a complete stranger. So if you're tuning in, say hello. Make sure you let me know if you're tuning in live or watching the replay. Okay, cool. Looks like I am live. I don't see it on my personal page. Hold on. Am I live? If you're tuning in, say hello. Let me know if I'm live or not on my page. Sometimes I'm using StreamYard. Sometimes there we go. Perfect. I am. Hi, everybody. Again, if you've just come across me and you don't know me, my name is Holly, and I often get called the Good News Girl. And the reason is usually, more often than not, like 99.9% of the time, I can always find the good news in any situation. Because here's the deal. Stuff is going to happen. I almost said the S word. Stuff is going to happen, the other S word. And we get to either be a part of the problem or we can be a problem solver. So I decided a few weeks ago that I want to be a problem solver. And often there's a lot of times on social media that we see a lot of negativity, right? Put negativity in the chat if you are experiencing where you're like, oh my gosh, I want to see more positive. Actually, don't put negativity. What am I saying? Put positive in the chat if you want to see more positive, because here's the deal, we can. And I'm here today to share some positivity with you. Each week, I have different viewers send me stories of good news that they see on social media or something that's happened in their life and neighborhood. And then I get to share that with you guys. So if you have a good news story, whether it's something that you've experienced or something that you've seen, please send it to me and I would love to share it. So you can personally message me, or if you go to my website, it's hollyobrien.com. You'll be able to post that there, and I will be able to help share the good news. Okay, I am going to post. From me. Oh no, no worries. I will get back. I want to post the story here because a friend of mine sent this to me, and it's on X. I don't normally go on there, and I just cried. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. So I want to share it with you guys because you know what? A stranger trying to get your attention and telling you something can actually completely change your life. So let me put my eyeballs on. If you're tuning in, say hello. I see a couple people here that are live. Say hello and let me know if you're tuning in live or if you're watching the replay. Let me go ahead and get started because I'm taking way too long to get started. So the Good News Show. Welcome to the Good News Show. Today is from Miranda Higginbotham. Congratulations. Whoop, whoop. You're the winner of this week's Good News episode. And this is a story about someone that completely changed someone else's life just by saying, hey, I noticed something. You need to go get this checked out. So in the middle of a hockey game, a young woman tries to get the coach's attention and she cannot get his attention. She spotted something that could be cancerous on his neck. It was a mole. And she was trying to get his attention, banging on the glass, saying, hey, there's something on your neck, and just could not get a hold of this coach. All she could do the entire game was look at this mole, and she thought this could be cancerous. And it was strange and it worried her. I know that sounds weird, right? I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Is this even a real story? I'm like, why would she be looking at this guy's neck and then like trying to get his attention? But bear with me. Wait, keep listening. Bear with me. It's a good story. She wasn't able to get through to him after banging on the glass. It was just too loud. So she wrote him a text on her phone and put it up to the glass and said, I know this sounds weird, and said, or she wrote, the mole on the back of your neck is possibly cancerous. Please go see a doctor. Can you imagine that happening? You're a coach and you've got this like girl like banging on the glass trying to get your attention. And then it's like, hey, you might have a cancerous mole on your neck. I was like, oh my gosh, that's strange. At the time, Brian Hamilton, the coach, did not think much of it, but then decided to go to the doctors. It was confirmed that it was a malignant melanoma. I can never say that word right. and he needed to give it removed urgently. However, all right, so after he had recovered, the trainer wasn't at peace. Oh, wait, sorry. So he went and got it removed, and he got that done. So after his recovery, the trainer wasn't at peace, and he wanted to thank the girl who had warned him. So he issued a statement to look for her. To this woman, I am trying to find. You changed my life. So he issued a statement to look for her. Oh, sorry, I'm rereading. I get so nervous reading in front of people. That's one of my things that I'm doing. Do things scared. I always tell people, do things scared because it's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you better. One of my things is I get so nervous reading in front of people. So thank you guys. Bear with me. Hi, Josh. Hi, Allison. So he issued a statement to look for her. To this woman, I'm trying to find. You changed my life. And now I want to find you to thank you oh so very much. Until he finally met her and gave her a big hug to say thank you. He wasn't just wanting to meet her to thank her. Nadia is a young medical student, and after inviting her to watch the game, the coach prepared a big present for her. Nothing less than $10,000 for her studies. Oh no, I read this so I wouldn't cry. Nothing less than $10,000 for her studies, all for saving his life. The coach said, she may not have taken me out of a burning car, but she did take me out of a slow fire. His doctor said that if he had not got the mole removed, he would not be here today. Guys, isn't that crazy? I know, Josh. I love that you show up even when you're nervous and afraid. I'm probably sweating. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, because the more we show up, the less scared we get, the more we can impact people. And that's what this show is about. This story caught me off guard because at first I'm like, this is kind of weird. But then I thought, oh my gosh, one act of kindness, one woman, she was obviously in the medical field. At first I'm like, how would she even know? She was studying medicine. Like, what are the odds? Studying medicine. She sits behind this coach. She notices something weird. She can't stop thinking about it. She goes above and beyond to message and say, hey, go get this mole checked out. He goes and gets the mole checked out, finds out that it's cancerous, saves his life. Guys, stuff like this happens all the time. We don't just hear about it, right? We don't always hear about it. So this is why I do this show, is so we can literally share stories like this that are miraculous, that are miracles, that are, things that you don't see on a daily basis, stuff that actually changes someone's life. So I put the link in here for you guys to share this story. Don't go away because I've got something else for you guys, but for you to share this story with someone else that may be feeling like there's no good in the world, or I don't hear anything good that happens, or someone, if you're someone that just likes to spread positivity, this is something that you can share in your page. Make sure you follow me and you share this. And I've got a couple more things. You sweat every time you talk. See, Josh is like a great speaker and he still sweats when he talks. Anyone else here afraid of public speaking? Put it in the chat if you're afraid of public speaking, so we're not all alone. So we don't feel like we're all by ourselves. I've been terrified of public speaking, or I used to be terrified of public speaking about 5.5 years ago. And then I decided if I don't learn how to speak on camera and learn to talk to other people, I'm not going to be able to impact this world the way God put me on the planet to do. So I can either be selfish and self-centered and scared and not learn how to talk on camera, or I can do something that's really scary. And guess what I found? I didn't die. And I'm really good on camera and I love it. And I get to use this platform to impact people. So my question is, what are you holding on to that you're not stepping into your genius, stepping into your gifts and learning something, maybe nurturing that natural gift that you have because you're scared? Guys, it's worth it. Worst case scenario, you suck because you normally do in the beginning, and then you get better. So if you've got a desire to impact people and you've got a talent that you're hiding, I want to encourage you to take that, open up the box and let your talent come out, because you may be surprised at how gifted you actually are. Fear is a liar. Yes. Okay. My next story is a story about Mr. O'Brien. So my husband, Matt, will be celebrating our 18 years on October 19th, 18 years married. What, 21 years together, 20 years together? I don't even know. I'm like that girl that's not good at dates. I'm like, yeah, how many years we've married for? I'm like, not your typical female. So we've been married for 18 years. And something that Matt started in 2022, which wasn't that long ago, is my husband is not really a very vocal person when it comes to his emotions. He's a little more shy, a little more introvert. Anyone here shy and introvert about their feelings? Put introvert in the chat, right? People can relate this. Sometimes it's hard for you to verbalize what you're thinking. Good gosh, you know exactly what I'm thinking. You can tell by my face, by my actions, my arms. I'm very vocal. I'm very like, I'll tell you exactly how I'm feeling, right? You can see it all over my face. So Mr. O'Brien, it's hard for him to do that. And I am a words of affirmation person. I love words of affirmation. So Mr. O'Brien figured out a way to how to show me that he loves me and cares for me, and show a way for him to verbalize how he's feeling and to give me encouragement every single morning in a way that he knew how to do. So I wanted to share this with you guys because you guys have probably seen my coffee cups that has notes on it, right? I've had people comment, "Oh, I wish my husband did that for me. I wish my wife did that for me," right? And this is something that he does. It's little notes like, um, God will provide, love in abundance, you are my everything, purpose equals passion, Jesus says hope, Jesus says ask. So a lot of times it has to do with the Bible verse that he's reading in the morning, but I have different notes that he puts on here. And I always have to search for the new note because I don't like taking my notes off because I love the way it makes me feel so loved, right? So I don't like taking the notes off. So every now and then he'll give me the cup and say, take your notes off because I have no room and I can't add anymore. So I want to encourage you guys, if you're someone that wants this done for them, I want to encourage you to take the first step and do this for your partner. Do this for your spouse. Do this for your children. If anything, let's say communication is not one of your gifts for your children. You can put notes in their lunchbox, notes on their drinks, and tell them how you feel with just a few words. Just a couple words can literally change someone's entire day, right? And then they very well could go on and do that to someone else. I know, really sweet, right? So I've taken it a step further. He writes me notes in the morning. And then when I don't get a note, I get very sad. I'm like, where's my note this morning? I'm very sad. And I've decided to save them and I put them in a book it's called shit, I can't remember. So I thought that was a funny title. I put it in a book. So over the years, I've actually saved, I want to show this to you guys. I feel like it's reading time. Reading time. I've saved it over the years and put it in a little notebook. So if I'm ever having a bad day or I feel like I need some encouragement, I have a way to go back and see all the love notes that he sent me. Some of them got washed away. Some of them have been washed away, but most of them I keep, right? So I'm keeping this. And I'm keeping this for myself, but I'm also keeping this for my family. These are the type of heirlooms that you can pass down to your kids, right? Our kids don't know mommy and daddy as husband and wife relationship. But this is a way for us to share with our children long after we're gone what a relationship looks like, what it looks like to give, even when you don't feel like giving, what it looks like to receive, what it looks like to appreciate the small things. Because I promise you guys, when you're, sorry, try not to get emotional while I was here. When you're going through hard times, I promise you, it's the little things in life that make a huge difference. And I know that because we've gone through so many ups and downs, just like you. You know, people see my relationship with Matt and they think, oh, it's all perfect. Guys, that's not life. And I wouldn't have it that way. Because if everything was perfect, we would be robots. We wouldn't grow. We wouldn't truly be living. And you wouldn't know what deep admiration and deep love is. Because when you go through hard times, that's when you remember, wow, that little thing made a difference. I feel loved. I have someone who deeply cares about me, even when things are hard, even when I'm not perfect. They pick you up when you're down, and then you also get to do the same. So, whew, I got it back together. I'm full of a lot of energy, and I'm also full of a lot of emotion, and that's because I deeply care. And I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. And no matter what circumstance you're in, you can't always change what is going on in your life, but you can change what you do with it. You can change how you react to it. And guys, did you know your reaction to the things that you go through in life drastically impacts other people because they see, oh my gosh, they went through XYZ. Not explaining to the world for pity party, oh, look at me, poor me, but explaining like, oh my gosh, I just went through this. This is how I got through it, to encourage someone else to do the same. So when you're sharing your story, Miranda, hi. I've got a childhood friend on here. I love you. You should do this for your girls. I'm sure you probably already do. Even your husband, write notes. If you missed it, go back. I was talking about my notes that my husband writes. So when you're going through difficult times and you share it as a way to share encouragement and inspiration and not in pity and in victim, you're literally changing someone else's future because they could be watching at the right time, just like the young lady at the coaches at the game, getting a hold of the coach. She was watching at the right time to drastically impact someone's life. Someone could be watching you just at the right time where you can drastically impact someone's life just by sharing your story and by inspiring someone. So that's what this show is all about. It's called The Good News Show, and I go live on Fridays. Please share this with a friend. If this inspired you, if this made you go, oh my gosh, this is amazing, I want you to hit the share button, and I want you to also follow me because I am about the good news. I help people master inner and outer beauty. I've been a professional makeup artist for almost 23 years in the TV industry, and my husband and I own a professional studio, a personal training studio. I know people call us a gym, and it's like we're not really a gym. We're more of like a second chance at life because a lot of people that come to us are ages 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and they're like, I don't feel good, and I'm literally going to die, and I need help. So that's really what we do. So it's a transformation studio. It is a gym. We do have group personal training. We've got fitness. Message me if you're interested in that in your Largo area. But our passion is impacting people. We love to impact people, just how we've been impacted, and we believe in paying it forward. So make sure you share this. I will see you guys next week. And if you have a good news story, please pop it in my direct messenger. Go to my website. It's hollyobrien.com. And there's a spot on there that says the Good News Show. And I'd love to share your story to the world and how we can impact everyone together. Thank you guys for tuning in. Say goodbye. I will see you guys next week for another episode. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. And I hope you take me up on the offer to writing notes. And if you do, take a picture and let me know. I'll see you guys next week.